Hi, in this video we're gonna work on the rear naked choke. Apparently a very simple submission, but I'll show some details that's gonna make the submission much stronger, okay? So just sit there on, right there, yeah, just sit it here, good. So, before everything, must make sure that my arm and my head are trapping his head, okay? So I cannot have the arm that's gonna choke him on the same side, okay? It's very obvious, but when I change, for example, let's say he's defending this arm and I want to change, I also need to change my head, okay? It's really important. All right. Now, first of all, we're gonna go in how to go under the chin, but first, I want my armpit as deep as possible over his shoulder, here, all right? That's gonna assure that my arm goes fully across and I create a perfect V with my elbow under his chin. All right, and actually even if he will tuck his chin, it will make absolutely no difference. I will still do it the same. Good. Now, before I lock my hands here to finish, this arm is probably going to be preoccupied with something. So I will need to reinforce this by using my chin. So I will put my chin over my wrist, and now if he tries to pull my arm down, it is a bit harder because I'm using my head to support my arm. Good. Now, I've managed to bring my other arm. Now, I used to do also like this, but I realized that if I make a fist here and put it behind his head, this becomes much stronger, okay? And I will put the fist just here where his head goes like this, right behind, okay? And that gives me a very strong structure, okay? So, let's start from the beginning. My armpit over his shoulder, my arm as deep across as possible, okay? Now, I will put my chin over my wrist and secure my arm until I'm able to bring my other arm, okay? Make sure you bring it on top so you land on your biceps, so it has to be in front, and slide. Make the fist, and now we're here. All right. Now, how do we finish? We're not just going to squeeze, we're going to do almost three things at the same time. I will close my elbows down, and I will rotate towards his head, but also push my chest and my hips into him. So it's gonna be three things in the same time. Boom. So pull your elbows, rotate, and push my chest. And this gives me a very strong submission where I don't need to use too much arm strength to finish, okay? So if I do it on the other side, so my head on the other side of my choking arm, my arm on top of his shoulder, deep across. Now I catch. Now I put my chin over the top, okay? Now, palm over my palm, bring it all the way over, make a fist. You can even make a fist with this hand too, if you feel like it's stronger. Sometimes I do like that if I feel I need more strength, but just palm here is okay. This one is a fist. I'm not pushing, I'm just securing the position tight. Now, lock my elbows, rotate, and push my chest and my hips into him. All of that done really fast is gonna really put a lot of pressure, okay? Good. Now, yeah, we can do this over the chin, and I will probably do it in competition, but let's say I want a nice clean choke to go under his chin. So if he defends just by tucking his chin, it's a very easy way to get underneath. Use your first finger in your thumb like this and get underneath his jaw. Once you're under his jaw, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna bring the arm all the way across. Yeah, we now wanna do a short choke. This is a bit harder to finish, and it requires more strength. We want our arm as deep as possible. And now everything is the same. Catch, squeeze, rotate. Good, so he tucks. I make this, how can you call this? This can opener, like here. All right, so using my knuckle of my thumb and my first finger here, I find space under his jaw. All right, bring it all the way across, put my armpit over his shoulder, lock, biceps, squeeze, and finish. Okay, great. But there's a better way for him to defend also, and so now you can learn it if you don't know. If he just does just that, and let's say I want to choke him with this arm, I can still get it in. But if he raises this shoulder up and turns his head towards here, there's no way my arm enters. So in this situation, I have to change my choking arm. I'll have to do it to the other side. There is no way, if he does this correctly here, that I manage to choke him. And I cannot do it over his forehead. Maybe I can. and I will not try. So if that doesn't work, now I have to change my head and my choking arm, find it under his chin, bring it all the way across, lock, put my biceps, and start to squeeze, okay? And in this video, I'm just showing you the finishing mechanics and the details here to make it stronger and to get under the chin. We're not gonna go on how to isolate the arms and everything, but just one important detail here. I think, and now everybody pretty much does it like that, is more popular. So I have the choking arm, I have my head, I'm always gonna bring him on the side that my head is in the way. So I'll bring him to this side. And now I work here all that I showed. Armpit over, cross, biceps, squeeze. And also engage your hip by pressing into him. Yeah, so I will not bring him to the side that my head is not in the way between me and between him and the mat. So if, for example, I bring him here, it will be easier for him to put his back on the floor and escape. Yeah. So I will make sure I bring him on the side that my head is here. So now it's much harder for him to do that, and now I can have my chance to go for my finish. Okay. Hope all these details help. They really make a difference for submitting someone from the back with a RNC.